Oh shit, how can I forget? You and your friend were eating your lunch in uni canteen when suddenly she shouted and jumped up, causing all the food fall on her dress. What happened? Oh, my dress. Today I have to go to take an interview for Uni magazine at 2 p.m. It's already 1 p.m. It was very difficult to take appointment for this interview. If it's spoiled, the magazine editor will not easily let me go. Whose interview? CEO of John Enterprises. But I can't go now. My dress got ruined. If I go back to change, I will not reach there on time. So will you do me a favor, Ryan? Go and take the interview. You both studied in finance and marketing department. What? You yelled, being shocked. Please, Vaina. Please, please, please. I beg you, please. She hold your arms and started shaking. How can I? I didn't know anything. You asked, being perplexed, but she took out her phone and called someone. Hello? I have an appointment with Mr. John Jungkook. Actually, I'm not coming, but in my place, my friend will come and take his interview. Yeah, thank you. She will be there on time. Nikki, how can I take this interview? You asked, being worried. You don't have to be worried. I have already prepared all the questions. You just have to ask him. She took out the page from her purse and handed it to you. You exhaled a long breath. Okay, you are such a sweetheart. Like I have any choice. You said, sulking. Please remember to record the interview on your cell phone, and here is the address. Now be relaxed. It's time to go, and best of luck. Okay, I will try my best. Now, after half an hour, you are standing in front of a huge building with John Enterprises written on top of it. Sighing heavily, relaxing yourself, you pushed the glass door and entered inside the building with confidence. Hi, you came at the reception and said politely to the lady. Hello, how can I help you, ma'am? I'm from Seoul University. Today I have to take interview of Mr. John. What's your name, ma'am? I am Kim Vine. Okay, you take the lift and go to the fourth floor. Sir is available now. Okay, have a good day. You said and entered in the lift and pressed the fourth floor. After the lift stopped, you came out. They told you to wait for some time, so you sit in the waiting room. After 10 minutes, his secretary came holding a tab in his hand. Are you Miss Vine? You nod your head in response. Okay, come with me. You started walking behind him. As you were going further, your curiosity level increases. You were looking at your surrounding, being amazed. You stop and look at the secretary when he opened the door and tell you to go inside. Sir is inside, go. You smiled and entered inside the office. He left after leaving you there. So, this is the office of Mr. John. He must be an old man of 50 to 60-year-old. Anyway, you were admiring the office interior as the theme of the office was really impressive. You place your bag on the sofa in front of the office table and set your mobile for recording. You started looking the question that you were going to ask as you were alone in the office. You were so engrossed that you didn't even notice Jungkook coming from the office side room. On the other hand, Jungkook was somehow surprised to see a girl sitting carelessly in his room. Your back was facing him. You were wearing a light purple floral dress to your ankles. He cleared his throat. You immediately sat straight and looked at his direction. Are you taking my interview? Your eyes and mouth wide open. Who are you? I am John Jungkook, he said, raising his eyebrow. What? You whisper yell as you stand up. You were thinking he must be aged man but didn't expect him to be a handsome young man. Yeah, I will be taking your interview, sir. I'm Kim Vine. You said after composing yourself. Have a seat, Miss Vine. He signaled you to sit in front of him while he sat on his chair. You were feeling so much nervous in front of his personality. Moreover, it was your first time, so you don't know where to start. Nervousness was clearly shown on your face. You looked at him. He was looking at you with straight face. But there was something in his eyes that made you instantly look away. I'm so sorry, sir. It's my first time, you said, being hesitant. Doesn't matter, Miss Vine. Take your time. Seeing your nervous state, trying to understand the questions while biting your lips, make him smile a little. Then relaxing yourself, you properly introduce yourself and start the interview. You are such a great businessman. You achieved so much in such a young age. What will you say about it? It's all due to hard work. I believe if you worked hard, there will be no such thing that you can achieve. But many people say that it's all because of your dad's fame as he's mayor of this city. Well, despite of my dad's fame, this company is solely a fruit of my and my workers' hard work. After asking about his business and success story, then you move on to his personal life. It's a personal question. Nobody ever seen you with girls, and there is not even a single scandal of you. All of this doesn't attract me. Are you engaged? There is no chance for this. Sir, are you gay? No, I'm sorry. You immediately stopped after realizing what you said. Who told you that I am a gay? His eyes shine with amusement and a smirk appear on his face. I'm sorry, this question was written here. You were so much embarrassed that you want to be buried deep as you were feeling his stares on you. Well, I can give you proof that I'm not. Come inside, I will show you. Your face turned into crimson red hearing this. No, you said, shaking your head vigorously. Why? I have to go now. You hurriedly took your cell phone and purse and start running outside while continuously screaming at Nikki in your mind for writing this stupid question. But your bad luck didn't end. You tripped and fall down on your knees. Oh gosh, Amma. Jungkook immediately came toward you. Are you okay, Miss Vine? You start up but again stumbles. Jungkook immediately put his hand on your waist and prevent you from falling. That resulted you to bump on his chest. He looked at you as you were so close to him. Are you okay, Miss Vine? He whispers in your ear. You were tightly closing your eyes. You opened your eyes and looked at him, who was looking at you worriedly. Yeah, I'm okay, sir. You released yourself from his grip. Your whole face was red. He didn't understand whether it's due to pain or due to shyness. Just then, door knocked and his secretary entered. Sir, there is a meeting. It's time to go. Okay, go. I will be there. As Jungkook was busy talking with his secretary, taking the chance, you just run from the room like a bullet, making Jungkook and Minhyun looked at each other shocked at what just happened. Jungkook walks to the glass wall and looked at you walking out of the building. You are really something, Miss Vine. He chuckled and goes to attend his meeting.
You did so well, Vine. Thank you so much. Magazine editor was very satisfied with the interview. I did nothing. I just asked what you wrote. You didn't tell her yesterday event as you were too embarrassed to bring it. You never take credit, Vine. Anyway, I'm so happy cause of you. Now tell me, how is he? Isn't he handsome? Oh God, I only see him in pictures. Tell me now. Jungkook's face flashes in front of your eyes. His strong personality and his way of talking. Where are you lost? She waved her hand in front of you. Nowhere. Today we have to go again with the crew to John Enterprises for photoshoot. Magazine editor said he also needs some photographs of him for magazine. So I think you should also go with us because you take his interview, so your presence is compulsory. Your heart started to beat rapidly at the thought of again facing him. You don't have courage to face him after the blunder you made. No, I'm not going. You go and take. You know very well I have to prepare for my assignment as tomorrow is last day for submission. You didn't listen anything more and go toward library. You took some reference books and start working on assignment, but was not able to fully concentrate as your mind was not fully present here. You close your eyes, sighing heavily, but immediately open them as his face flashed in front of your eyes. Oh gosh, what happened with me? Stop thinking about him, Vine. Your thoughts cut off by your phone ringing. It was from an unknown number. Feeling the librarian glares on you, you hurriedly came out of the library. Whose call is this? Wondering, you pick up the call. Hello, can I talk to Miss Vine? After hearing the other person's voice, your heart skipped a beat. This voice, how can you forget this voice? Hello, are you listening? He again spoke, filling your silence. Yeah, you said in a voice which was barely audible. I'm waiting for you to click my pictures for your department magazine. Otherwise, forget about the pictures. That's it. After saying that, he cut the call, leaving you dumbfounded. What was that? Hush, there is no time to think. Just run, Vine. You immediately pack your stuff and ran toward John Enterprises. You don't want all the crew and your friends keep waiting. After half an hour, you was in front of the building panting heavily. His secretary was already waiting for you at the entrance. He directly took you to his office. Good evening, sir. You entered the room and saw him working on his laptop. Good evening, Miss Vine. Come and sit. He was waiting for you from the morning. He himself don't know why he wants to see your face, as it didn't happen with him before. He thought you would come for photoshoot, but your absence made him disappointed. His intense eyes were on you, which was making you nervous to go and sit in front of him. I'm okay here, sir. Please come with me for the photoshoot. Everyone is waiting. All the times your eyes were stuck to the ground. Nobody can give me commands, Miss Vine. In shock, you looked at him. I'm not giving you orders, sir. Just saying you to complete what you said earlier. Jungkook became amused by your answer. So you want me to complete what I said earlier on the call? He said directly looking in your eyes. Right? He raised his eyebrow. Yes, you said looking at your hands. Okay, let's go for the photoshoot. He stand up from his seat and came toward you. He held your hand and took you out of the office toward lift. Sir, leave my hand. But he kept walking without paying attention and entered the lift. My hand? You said trying to release your hand. I am fulfilling what I said. After that, you will have to fulfill whatever I will say. He said, looking straight into your eyes, making your heartbeat fast, and leave your hand on reaching second floor. I'm sorry everyone for being late. I hope you don't mind. Let's start the photo shoot. You both entered in a room where all the crew and Nikki were sitting. You came toward Nikki as he was surprised to see you here. What are you doing here? You said you won't come. Oh yeah, I got free earlier, as I thought I should come to help you. You didn't tell her the real reason, not even yesterday incident, because you know she will keep teasing you about it. Jungkook was looking at you time to time, walking from one place to another, helping the crew, which didn't left unnoticed by Nikki that Jungkook was showing his interest on you. She imagined you and him together and smiled, thinking you two would be a perfect couple. Finally, it was all done, and you all packed the stuff ready to leave when Nikki came here new. Brian, this is the invitation card of our convocation and prom night. Dean specially invited him as the chief guest, so give it to Jungkook and invite him on behalf of Dean. You could also give him these by giving it to me. Just go. She pushed you toward him as she was trying to bring you too close. Jungkook was talking with magazine editor, but his eyes were on you. Seeing you coming toward him, he bid farewell to magazine editor and came near you. Sir, this is the invitation of our convocation and prom night. You are specially invited as guest of honor. Please accept this. Thank you for this invitation. I'll try to come, though my schedule can be quite hectic at times. He looked at the elegantly designed invitation with a genuine smile. It would be honored to have you there, sir. It means a lot to the students and faculty. Jungkook glanced at the invitation again. If you have any question or need more information about the event, please feel free to contact us. We'll make sure you have all the details. I'll keep that in mind. And please call me Jungkook. Okay, you stammered. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure you have a busy schedule. Take care. Nikki's boyfriend came to pick her up. Come, we will drop you. No, my house is in opposite direction. You guys go, I will book a cab. Mine, it's late at night and it's not safe. Jungkook, who was also going to his home, saw you standing beside the car. Is everything okay? After understanding the whole situation, he offered you a ride. Fine, come, I will drop you. You were about to deny, but Nikki immediately agreed. You were glaring at her not to go with him, but she just winks at you and makes you sit in the car. Jungkook's car glided smoothly through the bustling city streets, and you could not help but send occasional glances at him. You fiddled with the hem of your dress nervously before mustering up the courage to strike up a conversation. Thank you so much for offering me a ride. Not at all, Wine. I just couldn't leave you stranded in the parking lot. You continued to admire the city lights and towering buildings passing by. The silence was comfortable rather than awkward. You realized that beneath the billionaire persona, Jungkook was just a regular guy, and you began to feel more at ease. As you listened to Jungkook talk about his experiences, you couldn't help but admire his humility and grounded personality. It was evident that fame hadn't changed him. The car eventually pulled up in front of your destination, and you turned to Jungkook with gratitude in your eyes. Thank you once again for the ride. I really appreciate it. He smiled warmly and nodded. You stepped out of the car and watched Jungkook drive away. It was the start of unexpected friendship that had begun to blossom. A week passed. As usual, Jungkook was in his office. His secretary came with a bundle of files in his hand. Sir, your sign is needed on these files. He put the file on the table in front of him. Cancel all my meetings and appointment for tomorrow, which left Minhyun in utter shock, as he never sees Jungkook skip or cancel any of his meetings. Canceling your commitments, Mr. John? That's highly unusual. Are you certain about this? Yes, it's an important day for someone, and I want to be there for her. I trust you to handle and rearrange my schedule as efficiently as possible. Very well, Mr. John. I will do my utmost to make it work. Finally, I will see you tomorrow. He was waiting for the day to arrive soon when he finally see you. You were the first girl who got his attention, and he loves to see the nervous expression on your face whenever he is around you, which make his heart flutter. The convocation day finally arrived. The university grounds were beautifully decorated and filled with students in their academic gowns. You were to receive your certificates on stage. You couldn't help but feel a pang of sadness. Saw other students by their families receiving congratulatory hugs and buckets of flowers. Your parents hadn't been able to attend, and you felt their absence keenly. You walked off the stage, but your spirit was low and your smile felt forced. You looked ahead and spotted Jungkook approaching you with a bright smile on his face, with a bouquet of most beautiful flowers of vibrant colors in his hand. Congratulations, Ryan, this is for you. Tears welled up in your eyes as you accepted the bucket. Thank you. I didn't expect this. You deserve this and so much more. I'm here to celebrate your achievements with you. His words were like a soothing balm for your soul, and in that moment, the absence of your parents felt a little less painful. With Jungkook by your side, the day transformed from a bittersweet one to a truly special occasion, where you felt loved, valued, and appreciated.
The presence of Jungkook as a guest of honor added a special touch to the occasion, and his inspirational speech resonated with everyone. After the formal convocation, it was time for the much anticipated prom night. The venue had been transformed into a magical setting with sparkling lights and a dance floor for the couple to sway to the music. As you entered the grand hall, you could not help but notice Jungkook, who looked dashing in his tailored suit, his presence commanding attention. He was chatting with various guests, but as soon as he caught sight of you, a warm smile spread across his face, and he made his way toward you. Why, you look absolutely stunning tonight. Your cheeks flushed with a delicate shade of pink as you accepted his compliment. Thanks. You were looking everywhere but not at him. Part of you secretly hoped that Jungkook might ask you for a dance. The evening was magical and the atmosphere was filled with romantic energy. As a slow, melodious song filled the air, Jungkook extended his hands towards you. Would you like to have a dance with me, Vine? You hesitantly placed your hand in his and he took you toward the dance floor. He places his hand on your waist and pull you toward him and start to move slowly on the music. Couples stop dancing when music ends and everyone starts clapping. You two also stopped, but Jungkook didn't leave you, which made you look at him. He was staring deep in your eyes. Sir, you became embarrassed as everyone stopped dancing and was looking at you both, as Jungkook didn't leave you even when music ends. You tried to remove his hand from your waist, but he again pulled you closer. This time his hand touched your bare skin as you were wearing a gown which was little backless. Feeling his cold fingers on your skin gave you both goosebumps. Sir, please, you said in low voice, upon which he looked at you innocently like he didn't do anything. What? And I told you not to call me sir. Okay, Jungkook, leave me now. You said, pointing at his hand that was on your waist. He smiles happily, calling his name. Only on one condition, if you will do today's dinner with me. But I have to go home early. I will drop you after dinner. I'm not that hungry. You gave another excuse, but suddenly your stomach growled, making him chuckle. Look, your stomach is asking for food. Have some mercy on it. Being embarrassed, you closed your eyes and sighed. Okay. He nodded and removed his hand. You leave the dance floor and goes toward Mickey, who was smiling, looking at you. So? She said, teasing you, wiggling her eyebrow. Don't say anything. You pouted, making her laugh. After the event ended, they both left for the dinner and came in a fancy restaurant. Why, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. As they sat across from each other, the soft flicker of candlelight casting a warm glow on their faces. Jungkook could not help but feel a little nervous. He took a deep breath, looked deeply into your eyes, and began. Why, you have touched my life in a way I never thought possible. I have met countless people in my life, but with you, it's different. I have never felt this way before. Your heart fluttered as you listened to Jungkook's heartful words. You had also been drawn to him in a way you couldn't explain, and his confession made you realize that you both were on the same emotional wavelength. Mine, I have never said this to anyone,
and I am not sure I ever will again. I love you. I have never loved anyone like this before, and I can't imagine my life without you in it. He was looking into her eyes with a little scared expression, like what if you will reject him? Jungkook, I don't know what love is, as I never felt it before. My childhood was not like what an average childhood should be. My parents got divorced when I was just 3. They didn't even care about me. Both of them just cared about their business and lifestyle. Your heart swelled with emotions as you gazed into Jungkook's eye, your voice trembling. My life was always boring, but these past few days I experienced a different color of life. You have filled my life with joy, and I just know that I want to be with you. Without a word, Jungkook stood up and walked around the table toward you. He took your hand and made you stand up. Why? That's all that matters. I don't need you to define it. I just want to be with you, and whatever we have, I cherish it. Held you close. His one hand was on your back, and the other cupped your face, softly caressed your cheek. May I? He asked softly, looking into your eyes. You nod, and no time you feel his lips on your forehead. Tear escaped from your eyes, overwhelmed by the emotions. It was a kiss filled with the promise of future together, a future built on love, sincerity, and the unspoken understanding that you had found something truly special in each other.